Hey, Sagittarius, Jenny here. Let's see what the tarot is going to show for you gorgeous people for the month of February. I hope that you're having a fantastic start of this new year. And January has been an interesting month for you. But we will look at February. Just on a quick note, I already mentioned it in my previous readings for 2026 that this is the year of the fire horse. So very important, because actually the year of the fire horse in the Chinese horoscope starts in February. I think it's the 17th. So I just want to remind very important energies that this year is the year of the action. It's here to be brave. It's here to harness our passion, our drive, to follow our dreams, to be proactive, no lingering, no fear in taking decisions, because the energies will seriously pull and twist you if you don't harmonize yourself with them. So be brave, follow your passion. No time anymore for, as I said, contemplation that much, because 2025 was the year of contemplation, transformation, going inward, planning, projecting, etc. This year is the year to act. So let's see. I'm going to read from my classical tarot. No reversals in my deck. If a reversed card flies out, I'll read it. One card I take only. If another one comes in a pair together, I read them together. I read intuitively. Use your intuition, as I always remind, because we're all with amazing, limitless capabilities. So let's start. What is coming? What's moving towards Sagittarius, fiery, beautiful, adventurous, gorgeous people in the month of February 2026. Amazing. This year is going to be packed. Brace yourself. There will be a lot of things happening everywhere, in all aspects of life, even worldwide. A lot of changes, a lot of recalibration. So I didn't mention also, important, when I say be driven and follow your passion, your inner truth, be in your truth, for the Chinese fire horse. But don't push and no rush. It has to be harmonized. So no pushing, no pulling. You have to be really in a very kind of flowy energy. But as I said, no procrastination, because if you linger and procrastinate with what your inner truth is sure that you have to follow, it will be difficult. Two of Pentacles, balancing and juggling things, is around you, is moving towards you. We will clarify. What is in the obstacles for Sagittarius? Nine of Wands, your wounded warrior card, being exhausted, tired of a situation or burdens. Again, we will clarify. By the way, at the end of the video, I'm going to read from my beautiful new shaman deck. Amazing depictions, amazing messages. Please don't go. If you don't have time to hear the oracle messages at the end, fast forward, or rather pause it and watch it later when you can. Really important energies. So please, I started saying since the last two videos, I'm not sure if you're watching till the end, and but it's important. These messages really wrap up everything. They give amazing insight. So in your outcome, possible outcome, again, is Seven of Swords. Interesting cards here. We will dig in a little bit more what's happening. Seven of Swords is your trickery card, stealing, cheating, strategizing as well. It doesn't have to be necessarily such a negative card, but it will depend on the overall read and the surrounding cards. But it's the card talking about stealing, hiding truths, using strategies, even avoiding energy, avoiding situations, can be avoiding responsibilities. So yeah, let's see now. Okay, so let's dig in and then we'll clarify. What's moving towards you, what's around you, is the juggling card. As I said, Two of Pentacles, balance, juggle. You either have too much responsibilities, or you are undertaking a lot of tasks that require you, though, a lot of work on multitasking, Can be also that you are juggling or harmonizing some opposing energies, opposing even people. We'll clarify again. In your obstacle is, this card talks about giving in, not giving in, giving up, but being quite exhausted and even taking like ceasefire mode just to see what's happening. It's been heavy battle, or it's been a heavy burden. Could be even standing in the midst of conflicts, etc. But it's a very tired card. It's also talking about the end of the road, about certain situation, because number 9 is just before the 10. This is in your obstacle. The way it talks to me, again, I'm reading intuitively. Thank you for allowing me. The way it talks to me in this situation, it might not resonate with all of you, but I hope it helps a lot of you. Since this card is in your obstacle, to me it says that you're almost on the brink of giving up or giving in to something. This is how I feel the card. In the outcome, again intuitively, you may feel like, or it may come to a point that you have to avoid certain thing. You are just exhausted. You may not see another way but to avoid and to strategize, literally like withholding information, running away with the information, or running away from a situation. Because again, this card is lying, cheating, but not necessarily. It can speak about avoidance energies, even avoidance issues. And also can be about trying to strategize. This card is related, of course, about a heavier situation, about conflict or battles. So this person is perhaps trying to be cheeky. Yeah, I still don't take it as a positive card, even if we're talking about strategy. This is how the card speaks to me, is that this person is taking like a cheeky way to get out of situation, or to divert the situation, because she doesn't see any other way but to run away with these few swords, hoping that it will either help him, her in the future, or will help the situation overall. However, that's not the best approach. Usually it speaks again about patching up things for the time being, avoiding things, withholding information, diverting things, information. This is how it speaks. This is in the outcome. We will clarify. Very interesting cards. I still don't have any specifics, whether that's about work, career, relationship. It can be either. You know your story best. Draw the best you can from the readings. I've said it other times. So let's clarify. Why is the juggling, harmonizing here, multitasking, kind of juggling a lot of tasks rather, for Sagittarius for the month of February? Of course, Pentacles is about money, finances, but as I said, it's not necessarily. It can be juggling energies, time. Okay. King of Wands. I want one more card here, please. The cards are really very... The energy is very covert. That's how I feel it. Almost like the energy is like this card. They don't want to speak, to clarify much. Yeah. King of Wands is a beautiful king. Very passionate. He's the X Factor king. Can have a little bit of a big ego. Has to be careful there. But definitely very capable, very creative. He has the wow factor, the X factor. Everyone wants to be like him, follow him, listen to him, see how he does things. As I said, the shadow card of this card can be too much fire, too much passion, a little bit more egocentric, a little bit too much of an ego, inflated ego, an ego that is always fed and inflated by others continuously, because he just has this X factor. This is how I take this king, the King of Wands, that clarified your juggling card. So one more card I want, and I'm tapping intuitively now to a scenario that I'm going to. Cards do not want to reveal themselves tonight. Very, very weird. Wow, interesting. Another fire card. Knight of Wands. Okay. These two cards are clarifying your Two of Pentacles. Intuitively, how it feels to me is, again, it may not resonate with all of you. What you are surrounded by now is a lot of juggling, is a lot of trying to stay the ground, definitely having to do a lot or having to deal with a lot. For some of you, it could be because you're dealing with a very beautiful king, but he can be a little bit demanding, or even not only demanding, but he draws too much of energy, people and things, and it's almost like you cannot find the proper way to match this energy, because we clarified the king with the knight. The knight is a very passionate knight, but is a lot of in and out. You are either finding it very difficult to deal with this person or be in this situation that is around this person. Too many people, everything is just much. This is how I feel the energy, and there is a lot of juggling that has to at least be from your side. It's either you that you have to do that, and you feel like you cannot continue it, you cannot keep at that speed, let's say, and with that fire continuously, that speed. So you almost have to be like, to show this, to match this fire and this passion, you almost have to be like in and out, because the Knight of Wands, also a beautiful, very charismatic knight, but he is very flighty. He's in and out energy. He zings like an arrow through, and then he's gone, and then he'll come back, zing again. So this is how this energy is. So it's either you have to balance, because this person you're dealing with is just too much going on around him, and maybe he expects too much, he's used to that, or you feel like someone around you cannot match this energy, and on your side or even both sides, it's a continuous balancing and recalibrating strings, yes, but it feels like a continuous work. It's a bit too much. This is how I feel the energy. It's a bit too much. And I'm saying that again because in your obstacle you had the wounded warrior. You kind of cannot continue like that. It's either because you've been balancing up to now mostly, or it's just this balancing act. It's weighing you down. It's weighing you down, and it's even quite heavy, because this card is not a light card. It's quite a heavy card, the Wounded Warrior card. As I said, you're struggling with this thing to the point where the way it feels to me, because it's in the obstacle, this card says you will not give up, give in on the situation, you'll continue, but it's in your obstacle. You feel like you might not continue. And even you feel like you might have to find the back door or a side door of something. Now it can be a relationship, it can be a connection, it can be work, partnership situation. Let me clarify the obstacle, please. Why is the Nine of Wands here? Sagittarius, you're a fiery sign, but yes, because the fire signs, I'm a rising sun in Leo, very fiery as well, and I don't have a problem with fire, but to be honest, too much of fire, because I put too much of fire as well, and I believe you are similar because you're a fire sign, can wear literally down very easily, especially if we don't have strong boundaries. The cards that clarifying your obstacle is amazing. The Hangman and the Ace of Pentacles. It can be about a relationship, a partnership of a sort of work, because the Pentacles again, and Ace of Pentacles is a new beginning. A new beginning, new opportunity for stability, for growth, financial, materialistic. It can be in terms of relationship as well. Serious relationship. It still involves materialistic things and finances and progression in this regard, homes, etc. Building things. Hangman is when you cannot kind of see everything now clear, and you are at the point, you've reached the point that you have to literally leave it to the universe to enlighten you what you have to do, because you literally don't feel like you don't have a clue. It's your hangman. Because now you feel exhausted and you feel like you want to give it up or give in, this whole thing, whatever it is. However, it is something that you kind of dreamt of it, you want it, you see maybe potential of it still. You see it. But you have to take time out. Yeah. Maybe that's why I'll clarify this card is a bit sneaky, a bit taking the back door quickly, unseen. Might be what you think you may have to do. We'll clarify. Because you need time out. You need quietness. You need to step away from everything. To hear your thoughts, to hear your inner intuition, to hear the higher consciousness, and let the universe kind of illuminate you. Let me clarify the outcome. Why is the Seven of Swords here, please? The stealing, lying, cheating card, taking the back door, or avoidant card. Why is it here, universe, please? Cards now want to talk. Well, not like at the beginning, a bit stagnant energy at the beginning. Almost like I felt your energy, that you're that exhausted, and you're almost like you don't want to deal with anything. You don't want to talk, you don't want to listen. Yeah, when we're in this, that's how I felt it, but now a little bit much better actually. The cards that are clarifying, amazing. Wow, I'm shocked. The two cards that came are very similar, like the Hangman card. This is your meditation, taking time out again to get peace of mind, and the Hermit is going inward, knowing the truth, knowing the knowledge. You have all the knowledge, and you're connected with the higher consciousness. But again, this is achieved through isolation from everything, everyone, and peace and quiet. Unbelievable. This clarifies this card. As I said, taking the back door, being a bit sneaky, maybe like a white lie, right? Deceitful, but not in this sense. Literally taking the back door, sneaking out, because you need peace, you need quietness, you need to go inward to see everything and to understand how to deal with it and how to proceed. Unbelievable. Yeah. Absolutely. And I believe the cards, two cards came together, they confirm that this is in your outcome. This is what you need to do. First of all, it reminds you that you have all the knowledge and you are connected and you are carrying this knowledge through your highest intuition. But this is achieved when you tap into in your intuition through isolation and quietness. And this is the card talking about meditation, peace of the mind, and quietness. Again, to rest and just to gather your thoughts, your emotions, everything within you. Very interesting. Underneath, the King of Swords. King of Swords is looking for the truth, a very good judge, very good executor. Always speaks the truth, can be a bit harsh sometimes. However, you can rely on his judgment. He is very clear-minded, very sharp, very intellectual. So, the way it speaks to me in this read, in this situation, is that you definitely have to use maybe a little bit of strategy, whatever strategy you decide is harmless for yourself and for others, of course, to get peace of mind, to go within, to get quietness, literally hush out everything and everyone, so you can really see clarity through the situation and be able to prepare to deliver your truth or demand the truth, either or both. One card flew, and I'm not going to use this deck. I already stopped doing that. I've said it in other videos. If the cards fly on the ground, then the deck has to rest. So, I just wanted to clarify what's within you. Unbelievable. 10 of Pentacles. Ultimate prosperity, legacy, stability, richness. Richness, abundance, fulfillment in all aspects of your life. Family, friendship, career, money, whatever you think of. This card is not only about money, it's called a legacy card because it even depicts the 3-4 generations there, the big house, the dogs, all other pets, rich garden, everyone happy together and satisfied. This is what's within you. You are aiming at something very stable and very flourishing, prosperous, and harmonized. There is no push and pull in this card here, in these energies. There is no overworking. There is no one taking the burden for everyone, right? Everyone is kind of gathered together and very balanced and harmonized. This is within you. This is what you want. And what's your nature is about, your truth. What's within the person or the situation you're dealing with, please? Broken heart. One more card, please, universe. Why is the broken heart here? Why is the broken heart here? Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is very slow moving card, but he's slow and meticulous because he wants to build stability. This card clarifies the broken heart. So the way I feel it, you are disappointed a lot. It feels like it's a broken heart of the situation. The situation broke your heart, your expectations. Mainly because I think that the goals, the end goals and the energies that you want to put for the ultimate achievement is really not in the same line with the people, person or situation you're dealing with. Because we had so much fire at the beginning, as I said, the Zing energy, fire everywhere, everything, fireworks blasting continuously, and the broken heart is within the situation or person is related to the slow, meticulous, slow pony, but really for stability that looks at each detail because he is looking at the ultimate goal to be perfection of his dream or her dream. But this was a disappointment. Maybe even it was too slow. Maybe it's slow and is not delivering the stability or working on building a stable foundations, as you see. This is how I feel it. Queen of Swords here now, underneath the deck. We already, before that, we saw the King. Queen of Swords, very similar energy. She can be even harsher sometimes than the King. She can literally cut you off with this sword if you don't come to her with the truth and ready to discuss the truth only. She is not taking any BS from no one. She can be very quick and harsh. Much quicker to cut you off than the King. Yeah, I think that you are now receiving the clarity that you need about your truth, about your expectations, your desires, your goals, and what's been happening and what you had to do in the current situation. However, definitely you will be reaching to the point where you will find a way to go within, to take a time out. If it's work, maybe time out, maybe literally time out as a leave, short break, whatever. So you can step away from everything and make certain decisions. How to proceed. This is how I feel this read. So let's look at what the shaman wants to tell you. I'm going to shuffle the cards a little bit. I'll pull one card and then I'll read it from my ebook. A beautiful, beautiful deck. So, By the way, thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you all who already have done it. And I, of course, I'm grateful and happy to be on this journey. But thank you so much for liking, subscribing, supporting me. I'm aiming now my 1,000 subscribers and then the 100,000 and so on and so forth, so I can be of help, guidance and service to you, beautiful, gorgeous people, so we can raise our vibrations, guide ourselves through this madness called life, and raise and expand the collective consciousness. This is why I created the channel. As I said, very happy to start this journey, and very happy that I stepped into my truth. At last, it was a wrong road, but nevertheless, here I am. So, okay, the cards now are ready. I will pull one card for you. Please, universe, for Sagittarius, what is their guideline, advice? Shaman, talk to us, please. Tell us, what is it? The spiral. Interesting. Let me find it and read it for you. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Don't run, don't rush. 1 second. Yep, here it is. I'm sorry, I don't know why it doesn't, my search doesn't work on this PDF for whatever reason. And yeah, here it is. I found it. Give me a sec. Okay, so here it is. Spiral, the spiral. Do you see it? Yes. From galaxies in the sky to diminutive shells at the beach, the spiral is found extensively in the natural world. Its shape in the form of a coiled serpent has been used since ancient times as a tool for growth and transformation. The spiral is a guide for entering deep into one's consciousness and the unknown, and then extending far out into the heavens. It is crucial to surrender to this journey until the exhausted paradigm dissolves in the depths of the psyche and its energy is released to give birth to a new reality. To renew yourself, you must shed your old skin. You have already done this, so do not keep scraping away at the old, but welcome the soft new skin that is starting to grow. Break the habit of working on your faults all the time, and let nature take its course. Know that a new skin feels vulnerable and scary at times. Trust the medicine of the spiral as it guides your journey of renewal. The spiral announces a descent to the depths and rebirth. Allow nothing to get in the way of this process, as the time is right and the forces of nature are supporting you in this endeavor. Using stones, twigs or yarn, build a spiral on the ground that is large enough to walk through with it at least 3 times. Enter the spiral slowly. Once in the center, offer to the earth the feelings or situations that you are no longer wanting in your life. As you walk back the way you entered, feel recharged for your new journey. Beautiful advice. Wrapping up, we had so many cards talking about getting peace of mind, going inward, hushing everything, surrendering yourself to the higher powers, and this is what the Oracle also wrapped up for you. So amazing. I'm wishing you amazing month of February. This situation will maybe demand a little bit of more original strategies, actions. However, I'm sure you'll handle it fabulously. I am releasing roughly bi-weekly different videos, definitely monthly each month. So if you hit the notification button, subscribe, etc., you'll see what is new for you. Again, thank you so much for being with me here. I'll see you very, very soon. Peace in the mind, love in the heart, balance in all you do. Love you guys. Bye.